Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 4 of Urban Empire. I think I'm starting to get an idea about what's going on in this game. I'm still obviously finding my feet, and I have made some mistakes early on, which has made the game kind of harder for me at this point. You know, we've been into debt a couple of times, which I would have preferred if we hadn't, but there are certain things that we can do. Your city's elites are bored. They want the city to build a theatre to entertain them. Tell them it's financially impossible. But what we want to do is get a police station. We want it in Rainsford. So we want to modify the district. We want planned services. We want a police station. We don't really want to get rid of the residential, but let's go ahead and pop it there for some all-over coverage. Confirm services. Proposed district. Looks like the vote will go in our direction. See, the issue that you have now is you actually have more parties to vote. So potentially you've got more people that you need to influence. There still seems to be more of a call for commercial than anything else right now. We might make this district slightly higher commercial. Can we modify this district? No, I guess we have to wait until one vote goes through before we can do anything else. But getting a little bit more commercial might be good. University. To be honest, your interest in politics wasn't the only reason you left university. What happened? You were unable to collaborate, you were mean and therefore disliked, you were too critical of your superiors. We are now cynical. Modify district. That's easily going to go in our direction, so we don't have to do anything about that one. Now again, building that PlayStation? Building the PlayStation. Building the police station will increase our monthly running costs by quite a bit. This is the thing, it's like you build one building and your running costs just shoot through the roof, and then at that point it's like, well okay, so now what am I supposed to do? I mean, that does increase the security, which is good. The tutorial is being very unhelpful in this. Excellent school system. Right, are there any edicts or anything we can pass that might give us some more money? Available edicts. Ban prostitution. Raise workshop wages. Regulate gambling. Happiness will go down a little bit. Money that citizens can use on private companies goes down. Restrict gambling, introducing a casino tax, directs funding away from organised crime towards municipal services. Well, that's got to be good, right? Got a few people here that we'd have to try and swing over. Let's get these guys in our favour. We only really need 2 of them. We'll have to do another round of that before the vote is ready to pass. But hopefully as well that'll reduce the crime rate. A new councillor, Carl Zeiger from the Young Cerulean Party, has caused a problem in the council. Every new councillor must swear an oath of allegiance by God. But Ziegler has refused on account of being an atheist. He is demanding an oath that doesn't involve God. As the mayor, you can decide if the council lets him have a different oath. Definitely not. Reduces the goodwill, but does increase how much that the parties... Oh, residential low happiness. Let's go back in over here, and we need to appeal these parties again. So let's go and just push you over a little bit. And as for you, let's go and make another demand from you. There we go. So that should be enough for that to pass through. I'm hoping that will be enough to push that edict through. I'm not too sure how balanced this game is. It's almost like everything you do seems to have a high cost for a relatively insignificant or low reward. And I'm not sure that that is the best way of doing things in a game like this. Especially as I'm used to playing Paradox games where you mouse over a tooltip and it tells you exactly what's going to happen. This game doesn't like doing that, so you kind of sort of end up not really knowing how something is going to affect you positively or negatively. Doesn't really give all the information to the player that it should do. So we're currently making 17k a month. Will that now go up? That has reduced the happiness somewhat. No, we're not really making any more money. Maybe we do want to get that theatre. Maybe we want to get that theatre over here somewhere. Progress cloud. Well, we've got to go in era 2.
Science fiction has been the most important genre there is.
So, central hospital, toilet paper, that could be useful. Is anything going to give us more money? Don't like things that say free. That means it costs the city. Lower class barriers, book publishing, courthouses. That's got to be useful, right? Having courthouses? Well, let's go ahead and see if we can get that. Oh, you have unlocked more options for your district modifications. This is a good time to modify one of your existing districts. Choose a district. Let's go for this one. Click Modify District. Density means how densely the district will be built up. High density means less open spaces. Low density means smaller buildings and more open space. High density allows larger companies to reside in the district. By changing both the density and spread, you can specialise districts to match your RCI demand. Well, what I did want to do was I wanted to go over to this one and make this one a little bit more commercial. So we'll modify this district. We'll make it a bit more business heavy. And we'll finalise that one anyway. Let's just use our personal funds just to get it done. Because I don't really think it costs anything. But that'll mean we'll have a little bit more commercial in here. Because there was a bit of demand for commercial. Now, I'd still very much like to get a theatre built. Italian Assassin. Even though Councillor Conrad Bitter of the Free Democratic Party seems like an able politician, your assistant has learned that he has some interesting delusions. For example, he's convinced that an Italian assassin is after him, and therefore he not only sleeps with a pistol next to his bed, but he's also deadly terrified of Italians. What do? Spread rumours, keep the information in mind, send him a threatening letter written in Italian. Oh, that wasn't done well. Bitter took the letter very seriously and fled the country to Russia. According to rumours, many people are wondering the reason for his sudden disappearance. We've gained a point towards cruel. Okay, so that wasn't the best option. So let's... Ooh, I will get the camera controls right. It's different games doing it in different ways. Let's go and modify the district. We want to get ourselves a theatre. And we don't have as much call for the housing anymore. So let's go ahead and get rid of a bit of housing. We'll go ahead and confirm that. Propose the district. More votes for than there are against, so I think we'll go for a normal vote. We can probably get you guys over a little. That didn't really help much, did it? That was hardly worth the effort at all. I still think it'll go through. I mean, obviously, they are all closer towards approval than disapproval, so that should be fine. Hereby propose that citizens will be allowed to form labour unions. Well, it will make them happier. Nothing I can see here looks like it's going to cost me more. More brain power added to the city hall. Sure, let's go ahead and support that then. So that's fine. See, I'd like to build another district, but I'm just terrified that building another district is going to cost me more money than I'm going to make. And it's not like we have much of a call for anything at the moment. Unless we build another district that is almost entirely commercial right now. Which we could do. So, modify district, that should go straight through. And of course, then we'll see how much money we're going to be losing, because now we'll be paying the monthly upkeep for the theatre. So our 23k a month is going to suddenly go down to negative for building one building. A building that we really, really needed. Okay, we are back into the positives again, but still, you lose a lot of money. And we're barely making anything back. The bridge. A new railroad bridge has been built. Well, we don't even have a railway station. But can this bridge actually withstand the weight of a train? A member of the Conservative Party, Joseph Weintrinker, has publicly ridiculed the project, saying that the bridge will collapse under the first train to pass over it, and many people appear to listen to him. Ask the master builder to build some supporting structures. That gives us a bonus to security. Good. So our security is still terrible. It's hereby proposed that women shall be allowed to hold property titles. This would make people happier and more brain power. Sure. We'll allow that to go through. Anything that helps us to potentially get some more income. See, we have a little bit of a call. Well, even the call for commercials just suddenly dropped. So I think what it's saying is we don't really have a call for any buildings. There's no need to build anything else at the moment. So, I mean, what can we do? Can we raise taxes even more? Can we get away with that? Not easily. We'll try and raise the business tax rate a little bit more again. It's like we might be able to just go and bump that up. Might just go in our favour. We need to find a way to make more money. I can do this a lot easier in City Skylines. I guess it's just because it's a new game and I'm not really used to the way that it works. But it does seem very, very difficult to stay into a positive income in this game. Quite tricky indeed. And a lot of these things are negative. I mean, we could fix that by... yeah, I think that's going to go our way. We could fix that by spending more funding on those individual services. But again, we can't afford to. To be honest, I blame the tutorial. The tutorial's actually been very bad in explaining what to do. The tutorial had me building extra buildings and extra districts when I didn't need them and couldn't afford them. At least we are making some extra money again now as well. So yeah, average health is down, physical environment is down, happiness is down. Just want to make some money. And again, even if we get enough money in the bank to build a new building, the monthly upkeep cost for it will basically put us into the negative again. Hereby propose that all citizens should have the right to associate with whom they choose. Sure, if it makes everybody happier, let's go ahead and support it. So we've got a few more of these edicts that are about to go through. Hopefully once they all go through, things will improve. We're still only making just under 10,000 a month. So that one's definitely going to go through. Okay, that is done. So women can own land, and we'll let that one go through as well. So hopefully this should make our population a little bit happier. Unions legal. Excellent. Now what I'm thinking of doing, as you know if you're a regular to my channel, normally I film videos in batches of 5 or more. This is the 4th video. I've done videos 1 to 4 all like in a row. But I know a lot of you have probably already played this game or watched other people playing it. Now I'm not one who is really big on backseat gaming, but when it's a new game and a game that I don't know all that well, I appreciate that some people may have some better ideas about how to do things or where I'm going wrong. So I'm not going to record my 5th video right now. I'm basically going to wait a little while, and hopefully I can start to get some feedback on the first couple of videos. Of course, by the time you're actually watching this video, I'll have already recorded video 5 anyway, but I'll wait for feedback on comments, and I'll start working around those. There was a minor scandal at university. A few students drank too much wine and behaved badly on campus, and now the papers are wondering if students have any manners at all. You have a university background, so your opinion is valued. How would you comment on the situation? +2 Luddite, -2 to progressive. That's just student life. 2 to soft, -2 to cruel. Sort of balances things out again. Horsing around. Councillor and Free Democrat Party member Meinhard Ludwigsdorf is known for his love of horse racing. What's not so well known, though, is Ludwigsdorf has lost large amounts of money betting. Sensitive information was passed to you through former Ludwigsdorf family servants. Warn him about the gossip. That's actually helped things out for us. That is good. So we've got one more edict here that we need to pass. We're still losing money, which is not a good thing. Generally, things are improving, though. And even though things seem to improve, the amount of money that... Well, we're actually losing more money now. It's hereby proposed that punishments for sodomy be eased. Apparently that increases brain power in the City Hall. Bonus to security service and a demand change for security +2. Because we're already at -4, so I guess we really do want to support that. That definitely does seem like one that we really need to get some people on our side. So let's go ahead and demand. Yeah, we really need to sort of get you guys across. Because it's really going to go in the wrong direction otherwise. What about you guys? Don't have any goodwill with you at all. Let's go ahead and threaten you. Try and get them all this sort of side of things, or close to that way anyway. Yep, again, still losing money, and the amount of money we're losing each month is going less and less. We do have some call for residential. Do we want to build another district? Do we want to try and get some more residential? Apparently that is big enough. I'm just trying to sort of fit the districts in. District area too small, as expected. District area too small. But that one isn't. Confirm and plan. Mostly residential. With a little bit of business. Let's get rid of some of the industry. Mostly residential with a little bit of business in there. District density, we want to be medium because we can't do high. So let's put the business down a little bit more actually. Industry, I don't want any industry in this one at all. Wow, 78k a month. That is quite a lot of upkeep. Water pipes we can put in there as well. Let's go ahead and just confirm it. Everyone's going to be against that. Wow. Why are you also against it? Okay, maybe we leave it for now then. It would cost us a lot of money, so I'm not convinced it is the right thing to do anyway. What about if we take a pre-existing area, modify the district, and increase its density? No, again, everybody would still be highly against it. Doesn't tell me why. What about if you wanted to put some water pipe? Mind you, I guess water's just going to make it more expensive for us. It's not really going to help things out, but... infrastructure, water. Does increase health and the physical environment. Running costs. Running costs not too bad. The upfront cost is painful. And again, most of the council is against it. It's almost reminding me about the things I disliked in Crusader Kings 2 with the actual council. It's always really annoying when you can't do what you want to do or need to do to improve things.
Or woman's rights. Human rights are all that I recognize.
We could go straight into combustion. Fire stations, automobiles. Communication advances. Shops closed on Sundays. Bookstores, movie theatres. Let's go for electricity. We want things that can make us money, but I'm not too sure how we can get them. Let's go back to the city screen. Yeah, we don't have much of a call for industry. A bit more for residential. Electricity. Electrical innovations are spreading around the world. As your city administration becomes more familiar with the concept, a decision is required. Do you focus your efforts on finding an easier way to produce electricity or transmit electricity to use the electricity? Probably the way to produce it. So, cheaper cost on power plants. Cool. Votes should be secret. Women should have a say as well, or it's not important. Votes should be secret. That'll go in our favour with the look of things. So we've got a couple of other votes here that are coming up to being done. We'll just get all of these votes done first before we end the video. So that one passed quite easily. There's 2 more we need to do here. Our population is still quite unhappy. We are still losing money as well. Not too sure how we're ever going to regain that. Oh, I didn't actually check how that one was going. That was the one I should have influenced. That one actually failed. That was unfortunate. What about this one? That is easily going to go in our favour. This is the right to form associations. Okay, well at least that one went through. And we are not only still losing money, but losing more money now than we were before. Happiness has actually gone up a little bit though. A little bit more of a call for residential, but still losing a ton of money. So, I might end up having to start again and, I don't know, just trying to be a little bit more conservative about what I build. But like I said, the tutorial doesn't appear to be all that helpful. Anyway, I'm going to end things there, so thanks a lot for watching. I will see you on the next video. We'll still continue with this game. I mean, obviously I've only been playing it for about an hour and a half in total, and that's not a sort of reasonable length of time for this sort of game to really get to grips with it, you know? I certainly need to put a few more hours into it and get a bit further into the game before I really get a grasp of what I'm doing. Most likely it's just something that I'm missing or something that I'm doing wrong. But we will get it sorted out. Anyway, I hope you're still enjoying it. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.